Imagine being declared dead. No heartbeat, no breath, no brain activity, and then you wake up. What would you remember? What would you feel? This is the true story of a woman named Brianna Lafferty, a woman who was clinically dead for 8 whole minutes and came back with a message so powerful, it challenges everything we think we know about life and death. She says, death is an illusion. Buckle up, because what she saw, what she felt, and what she learned in those 8 minutes might change how you see the world forever. Brianna was just 33 years old. She had been battling a rare and devastating neurological disorder known as myoclonus dystonia. It's a condition that causes violent, involuntary muscle jerks, primarily in the neck, trunk, and upper limbs. For many, it's a lifelong struggle. There's no cure, only treatments that help reduce the symptoms. And for Brianna, it suddenly became life-threatening. One day, her body gave in. She collapsed. Medical personnel rushed to her side, but her heart had stopped. There was no pulse, no breath, and most chilling of all, no brain activity. She was declared clinically dead. For 8 minutes, Brianna existed on the border between life and whatever lies beyond it. But that wasn't the end of her story. In fact, it might have been the beginning. When she was revived, Brianna described what happened during those lost minutes. Her words, "Death is an illusion. Our soul never dies. Our consciousness remains alive, and our very essence simply transforms." She said there was no pain, no fear, just a deep, comforting peace, a clarity she had never felt before. She recalled floating, not in space, but in a dimension where stillness and awareness existed in perfect harmony. She didn't remember her body. She didn't see herself as Brianna. Instead, she felt more herself than ever before. She was completely still, yet fully alive. She described it as being separated from her physical form, as if her consciousness had stepped outside the boundaries of the body. "I did not see or remember my human self," she said, "but I was still me. More me than ever." So, what really happened during those 8 minutes? Was it a spiritual awakening, a glimpse into the afterlife, or could science explain it? According to medical experts and neuroscientists, near-death experiences, or NDEs, are often triggered by intense brain activity right after the heart stops. In those final moments, the brain may flood with chemicals, producing vivid hallucinations, feelings of detachment, and even euphoria. One theory suggests that as oxygen and blood flow decrease, the brain creates a sort of dreamlike state, a last effort to process what's happening. But here's the twist. Not all NDEs can be explained so easily. Brianna's experience wasn't just a flash of lights or a tunnel. She had clarity, she had awareness, and more importantly, she came back with a changed sense of identity, one rooted in something beyond the physical. When Brianna came back, she didn't just wake up and walk away. Her body had been through trauma. She had to relearn how to walk, relearn how to speak. She essentially had to rebuild her life from scratch. But she wasn't afraid. That deep sense of peace she felt while she was gone stayed with her. It gave her strength. It gave her purpose. The cause of her collapse? A rare neurological condition, myoclonus dystonia. It affects every patient differently. Some people can live with it for years. Others, like Brianna, face much more severe outcomes. The symptoms can include sudden muscle jerks, stiffness, involuntary twisting, and intense fatigue. There's no cure, but treatments include oral medications, physical therapy, and injections of botulinum toxin. Interestingly, according to the Dystonia Foundation, some people experience relief after drinking alcohol, though this is not a medically recommended solution. Whether you believe Brianna's experience was spiritual or scientific, one thing is clear. She experienced something extraordinary, and it has transformed her outlook on life. She now lives with a deep conviction that we are more than just flesh and bone, that our essence, our consciousness, exists beyond death. For Brianna, death was not an end, but a revelation. So what do you believe? Is death simply the shutdown of the brain, or the doorway to something greater? Could it be both? Brianna Lafferty's story isn't just about survival. It's about discovery, a reminder that even in the silence of death, something stirs. And sometimes, it speaks. Share your thoughts in the comments. And if this story moved you, share and subscribe to Curious Loop, where we explore the most unbelievable, mysterious, and thought-provoking true stories from around the world.